Hey, it's Greg here with Outdoors on the Cheap. It's raining today, so I can't get out fishing, so I thought I'd talk about canoes and contrast the 14-foot Sportspal with the 12-foot. I have one of each. They have 12-footers actually in the woods right now, hidden in a good fishing spot. I got the 14 here at home for day trips and that sort of thing. And I thought I'd compare the two. Now, the 12-footer is lighter, but advantages of the 14 is that it is a better paddling canoe. I mean, no Sportspal is, you know, people always say they're a pig to paddle, and that is true. But the difference between the 12 and the 14 is pretty obvious as soon as you start paddling. I think it's longer, and I think the action of that sort of slight keel does have the effect of making it just sort of easier to paddle in general. If you have two people in it, let's flip her over here. This is an old one. This is like an old canoe. Like, you know, this is back when they were made in Ontario. I don't know if they still are, but Mohawk canoe from Tillsonburg, Ontario, Canada. So this one's might be as old as me, right? Probably made in the 80s, maybe the 70s, I don't know. Anyway, still going strong. I mean, when I bought it, these seams were in rough shape, so I just put some Flex Seal on them. We'll do a video on that, but great stuff for aluminum canoe sealing up aluminum canoe seals. Good gumming. Anyway, flip her over. See, she's starting to rain here, so hopefully I can finish the video. But yeah, I made my own seats. I've done videos on how to make seats for canoes. I think this is a pretty good, simple design. Just using these, what are they called? Mending strips, I think they're called, something like that is a name for these. You get them at a hardware store. And some just pressure treated lumber, right? 2x2, and they're sort of like fence boards. For those that are curious, this is a sail and a kayak paddle. I'm not talking about that in this video. That's just a teaser for another video. Anyway, this canoe is much better for having two people in it. You can take two people in the 12-footer, but it is very tight, especially if you've got backpacks and gear, or if you're fishing with another guy. It gets a bit claustrophobic being in the 12-footer. This is much better for two people, but it's also, I find, better to be in by yourself. I mean, the only advantage of the 12 is that it weighs less, right? If you're going on a solo trip in the woods, or you're going with a buddy and you want something really light, it's a very light canoe, and in principle you can get them cheaper. But if I could get either the 12 or the 14, they're the same price, I get the 14 every time. It's just a better canoe all around, and it doesn't weigh that much more. So let's I'll look it up, but let's say the 12 weighs 40 pounds. Maybe this weighs 45 or 50 pounds, something like that. It's only slightly heavier for so much more canoe, so much better when you have another person in the canoe. And even when you're by yourself, it's just easier to manage. Okay, and in my opinion, this is better for setting up a sail, which I'm going to do videos on that. If I could get a decent day where it doesn't rain all the time, I'm planning to do a video on building a dollar store sail. A sail using dollar store stuff that works, and how to use it without breaking the bank. And lots of videos on how to make sails and canoes, and they just go super techy, and you can keep it really simple and have a functional sail that's reasonably good. Anyway, for my money, the 14-foot is just the better canoe. I've never paddled a 16. I'm guessing that's great as well. But this is a sort of good compromise. A little bit more canoe, much better for two people. Much better even when you're by yourself. It also draws less water because there's more canoe, right? So if you're going up rivers and that sort of thing, you'd think you want that short little 12-foot canoe, but this one actually rides shallower in the water, especially if you get yourself near the center, right? I don't know, it might even draw an inch or so. You can go over things you think are going to fetch up the canoe. So this one doesn't ride as deep because you got more canoe, right? More buoyancy. So, and very, very stable out on a lake or whatever, in waves, whatever. I mean, this is like a Viking ship, right? Just a great canoe. So that's my take. 14, it's a better value for money than the 12. They're both great canoes, and if you can only get a 12, go with that. But this is a great canoe. All right, so I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Until next time, enjoy the outdoors on the cheap. Thanks for watching.